Welcome to the Matrix, guys. We have a very, very special video for you guys today. We're going to be reviewing the first 4 episodes of one of our most anticipated anime series this year, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. We're so excited to jump into this thing with you guys. But the reason why this video is very, very special is because we have two very special guests on our channel. Wajhi's cousins, Daniyal and Faizan, are going to be joining us today. We're so excited to have them on here. It's an absolute honor to have them on here because they supported this channel from when it was just an idea. We're so happy to review this thing with them, the huge anime fans. Let's just jump. So yeah, guys, the first 4 episodes of Frieren released yesterday. We all managed to see it. You know, Wajhi and I are joined by his cousins Daniyal and Faizan. We're so happy to have them here. So my view of Frieren, man. Frieren, it was like it's one of the most highly anticipated anime series of this year. You know, a lot of people were talking about it. A lot of people were saying, like, you guys aren't ready for this series. You guys aren't ready. And they were hyping it up, you know? We reacted to both trailers, and, like, the vibe that I got from them was, like, from those trailers was, like, it was going to be, like, this fantasy adventure with a little bit of, like, sentimental aspects to it, you know? It seemed, you know, like, really, like, a heartwarming anime, but I wasn't expecting it to be this deep, man. Honestly, like, you know, 5 to 10 minutes into the first episode, I was like, whoa, damn, this is actually really, really deep, you know? And, you know, one thing that, like, stood out to me the most was, you know, coming from a Doctor Who fan, that's, we have the Doctor, who's this character that, like, he has a long life, and he's technically, functionally immortal, and his companions, his friends, always die before he does, and so his perception of time is very different. You know, 10 years, 20 years is very, very little to him, but to someone else, that's a whole life. And so to see that in, like, Frieren as well, I noted that, and I had, like, immense appreciation for that. You know, all the characters, the way that they, you know, the way that they were portrayed around Frieren and stuff like that was just so heartwarming, so heartfelt. And yeah, I really appreciated the passage of time, the way that that was conveyed in the series. But Wajhi, as a manga reader, I want to know what you think. I want to know how you perceived those first 4 episodes as someone that's already ahead of everyone.
As a manga reader for Frieren's Beyond Journey, and I'm actually really happy how Madhouse handled the anime. The animation it's gorgeous. It's simple. It's not too overworldly. Like you notice the eye details and everything. It's simple, but yet it's beautiful. I really love how in episode 3 there was like a fight scene, and Madhouse showed like, oh, they can handle fight scenes too if they want, but the anime is not about the like fighting and everything. It's about like this journey that Frieren, the character Frieren, she has to go through to understand humans and to realize just how precious time is, because she doesn't value time like how humans do. In episode 3, there was actually a beautiful moment where she says like how in 80 years time humans were able to develop this cure for a killing magic spell. 80 years before that they were actually having trouble with that spell and all, but 80 years later humans were able to develop, in such a short time they were able to develop a way to avoid the killing spell. So I really enjoyed like how Madhouse handled Frieren Beyond's journey, and I want to ask my cousins here. First, I'll start with Faizan.
Yeah.
What do you think about the anime? Like, just your overall like thoughts.
Yeah. Well, ever since like the trailer initially came out, I was like really excited for this anime. I loved the art style, the animation, and I thought the story had a lot of promise to it. It actually reminded me of an anime film that I watched. It's called Makia. It's directed by Mari Okuda. She was a very like prolific anime writer, and it also focused on a character who's basically immortal and how they're supposed to not create any connections with mortal beings because ultimately it will just end in sorrow. So I think the first episode, that's the only episode that myself and my brother have watched. But it really embodies that theme of the passage of time. Like, it goes through, I think, 70 years of time
Yeah.
in sort of blink of an eye. It's because it's taking place from Frieren's perspective.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think like the mark of a good anime is how compelling its first episode is. We got to meet all of these characters. They felt very well rounded. You could definitely feel like there's a strong relationship between these characters having come back from their journey, and that itself is a pretty new concept. Like not starting at the beginning, but starting at the end, and then seeing what goes from there.
Yeah, perfect. What about you, Daniyal?
Yeah, I think the anime is like really good. Like you can definitely tell that the studio and the writers put like a lot of care and attention into it. And like I don't know about the manga, but like I think they're probably doing it justice, like you said.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's more than just it's like they're going above and beyond. Like,
Yeah, and like I like it when studios do that. Like instead of like changing things up, like people don't like that, especially when they come from the manga to the anime.
Yeah.
Like, they want to see the manga they love being turned into a good anime.
yeah,
Like it doesn't have to follow like 100% to a T, but if it's a good adaptation of the manga, I think it's really good. And like you guys were mentioning, that reminds you of like
Mafia.
Makia and Doctor Who. Like for me, it reminded me a lot about To Your Eternity, which is another anime and also manga about an immortal being. But this time, it's more about him learning how to be a human in the first place. Like, that's for him is like the passage of time. He just more cares about bringing back the people he loves. So there is like a sort of connection between these two, like that. But I think what Frieren is doing is more interesting because it's a character who lives for a long time and doesn't really consider anything about like how much time is passing, but is now actively trying to actually change that and like
like for her, like when in episode 2 there's a scene where like she's asked to decipher a book, and she said like the person asked her like how long will it take you, and she goes like it'll take me like 4 to 5 years. For her, like 4 to 5 years are like 45 minutes for us.
Yeah.
That's how she treats the years. That so yeah, that's interesting. You guys want to know something interesting?
Sure.
The director that worked on Frieren Beyond Journey End worked on Bochi the Rock. Yeah, he worked on Bochi the Rock. So yeah, it's like you can kind of see a bit of style order like in the anime in later episodes too. It's just incredible. That director, all praises to him and his like team. So yeah, Mohammed.
Yeah, no, I love how we all kind of, whenever all of us watched, the first 4 episodes, we all kind of went back to something that something that we watched before, something that we enjoyed before that told an almost similar story, or like a story that was almost like, felt like it was inspired from that or something like that. I from Doctor Who, and you guys from wherever you guys, got it from. It's really, really cool. Yeah, no, it's honestly great, and like I love lessons like this, and like even in Doctor Who that like it doesn't focus on this story, but like on this aspect of immortality and stuff like that, but it touches on it, and whenever it does, it always like makes me think, and it always makes me reflect on like in real life, and like how every moment is so precious, especially to us as humans. Every second, every minute counts. And so I'm really excited to see where they take the series going forward, and like future episodes. I really don't know what's gonna happen, because like I feel like the trailer really just covered those first few episodes. So I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen in the future. My predictions is like we're gonna see that Fern character grow older and kind of get to a point where it at least seems that she's way older than like Frieren, and like maybe like Frieren kind of has some sort of epiphany where she wants to appreciate every single second and lives through her life, like with with every single second, with purpose and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. Daniyal, Faizan, do you guys have any predictions?
Any predict like where do you think the anime is maybe heading towards?
I think we see sort of a glimpse of Frieren's more emotional side in the first episode. Other than that, she seems a little cold and distant. I think the anime is progressively going to a point where she's going to be more open to creating connections, long-lasting connections, and we'll see her become more open to that.
Yeah, you kind of see that like around like episode 4, a bit of hint of that, but I feel like like moving forward. Actually, I read the manga, so I know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, you don't say anything.
No, what do you? No, what do you think?
Yeah, like just based off the first episode, I can see it as an anime that focuses heavily on Frieren and her becoming more of a human. And like at the end of this first episode, she takes on that orphan child as an apprentice.
Mm.
So I think like that's probably gonna be her person who she like develops a lot of her own human characteristics.
Mm. Interesting. Yeah. Interesting theories. I'm judging, but interesting. I won't say who's right or who's wrong, like where this goes, but nice theories, guys. I want to ask though, it's like from all three of you, is what do you prefer, the opening or the ending for Frieren?
Ooh. Me? Should I go first?
You go first. Go
All right,
first.
I'm gonna say the ending. I think I enjoyed the ending more.
Okay. All right. Faizan.
I have to go with OP.
OP.
Yeah, so we.
Yeah. Also be. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Daniyal, like, what do you think? Opening or ending?
Personally, I'm kind of split between the opening and ending because the opening, the song is really nice, like you said. Yao Tobi like
Yeah.
always makes bangers.
Yeah.
But-
Oshino Ko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the ending is like the visuals are just amazing. Like I can't really choose between the two.
Yeah, no, I like both, but I prefer the ending slightly a bit more. I just think like the ending just fits so well with Frieren like as a character. I don't know, I just get the vibe. I don't understand anything, honestly speaking. I don't understand Japanese, but it's just a personal preference. Just the vibe of the ending. I prefer it slightly a bit more. The ending sang by Millet. For those of you know, like she did recently the Demon Slayer's like latest season that ended. Was it
Yeah, two
spring?
seasons, so-
Yeah, spring. It was spring season.
Also, Ranking of Kings. ED
Ranking
as well.
of Kings, ED, Vinland Saga, ED. So yeah, that that's for the opening.
Yeah, so guys, what did you guys think of the first 4 episodes of Freeman? Let us know down in the comments below. You guys enjoy it, you guys hate it, all that stuff. We love engaging with you guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. There's a subscribe button. Please click on that because we'll be very happy if you do. There's a notification bell. If you guys click on that, you guys can get notified for whenever we make uploads like this. Wajhi, do you have anything you want to add?
Yes, I do. Guys, we are on X, we are on Letterboxd, and we're on TikTok. So follow us over there, guys. If you follow us on Letterboxd, we'll definitely follow you guys back because we love watching movies too. And me, Daniyal, Faizan, we recently just watched The Creators, so we'll be doing a ranking over there. So watch out for that. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, that's all from us. Thank you to Daniyal and Faizan for joining us in this video. We'll see you guys next time, right here in the Matrix.